Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. They start the drive on the ground, Kamara. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And Dalton to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to move it down the inside the 25. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we knew that they tried to attack the secondary, but I'm not sure that we thought they'd do it right on the first drive of the game. But here they saw an opportunity, seized it, and it's a big play right off the bat.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And that one covering an even. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Saints march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. The 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 61 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Running left, Montgomery. Runs over it, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Bears are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, Charles, clearly they wanted to send a message there and impose their will. They score on their opening possession on a drive comprised entirely of rushing the football.
Message sent. I don't know that the team on the other side of the field wanted to receive it, but what a statement on their opening drive. Just run it all the way downfield, no passes. That absolutely sets the tone that they're going to be physical in this game.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Here's Jones on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll roll him out right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm. But sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
So here we go on 4th down, Fields. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Montgomery back to the ground. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have moved out in front. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Bears 14, Saints 7.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Targeting Kamara, and Kamara's got it on the crossing route. Touchdown, Saints! Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Touchdown, Chicago! David Montgomery on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. Now Dalton. Going right side here, and that's complete. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Here's Dalton. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave, 40 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Lutz good on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all this. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They'll cover the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Play action. It's Fields rolling to his right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 25 yards out. Santos' kick is up and through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Back to Montgomery on second down. 230 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, Chicago.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And some room to roam now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches. Iowa State's 45-yard
Now Montgomery running right. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a give running right is Montgomery. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Watching that play unfold, watching him complete it, brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback laying on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They snap it to Fields. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Equanimeous St. Brown, 37 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Santos with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Saints 21.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Saints are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal.
The score, Bears 31. Saints 28.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
so. We know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense on balance.
Play action, Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Third and long. It's Fields. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
On 4th down, here's the option. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Prior to that, they were 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions in this ball game. Now 3 for 3.
And you've got to figure their luck's got to run out at some point, doesn't it? I will just tell you from a defense's point of view, someone has to step forward on 4th down and make a play himself because they're just letting it happen to him right now.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
They go backwards there in 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. On play action, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 6. And the Bears 1st down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Bears.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Santos now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Saints 28.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Dalton. And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here's Dalton. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to get it back to a one-score game. The kick by Lutz is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
A give. This is Montgomery. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's third down.
That's an excellent run right there on second and long. Didn't get back all of it, but a huge chunk. Now they're in third and manageable and back on schedule trying to pick up the first down.
On third down they go Montgomery. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did, and just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.